Canyon Lake Broadcasting Coaches Corner, and I'm Corey Martelli, and Darren's the surgeon. Here, your host, Darren, putting the show on. He is our producer, and this is our 133rd show in 5 years at Canyon Lake High School. The Coaches Corner only accounts for 6 of them, but tonight is volleyball night. We'll talk about the girls' volleyball big win over Fredericksburg last Friday night, and the upcoming games against Bernie and Wimberley. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks. We welcome everybody here. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram at Canyon Lake Broadcasting, the number 2, and even on Twitter. You know, we got a big game Friday night here at with Canyon Lake Hawks as the ladies go to Wimberley, but tomorrow they go to Bernie. 2 road games in the week, big week for our ladies volleyball team. On my right, if you don't know who that is, you've been living under a rock or in the Plezoak era, you know, of yesteryear. This is Coach Clemmons. Welcome, thank you very much. And for you people who don't know anything about Canyon Lake volleyball history, on my far right is Coach Haley Malone. She is our brand new coach, but she played for Coach Clemmons.
That's right.
So we're glad to have both of them on our show. And in the background, these are not the fabulous dancers. They are 3 members of our volleyball team. On my right is Emily Pena, sophomore.
Caitlin Cox.
Senior. Back behind me is Hannah Harrison, junior. These are our girls, 3 of our girls who stay tonight for the interviews in the Coaches Corner. But we appreciate you guys hanging out. I know it's been a long day. You just got through working out, you know, and we appreciate everything. I know it's a long day. Y'all been in for a long time. So let's kind of get right to it, Coach. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Big win Friday night against Fredericksburg.
Yes.
They came into the crib, we punked them 3-0. Talk a little bit about what was coming into the forethoughts of what was going to happen, you thought, right? Which I know you thought you were going to win, but their mentality coming into our house.
Well, I mean, I think just given the nature of this entire season and, you know, the unexpected possible lineups, possible quarantines, you know, different rosters coming into play. You know, we just have to go in every game, like with or without COVID around. Like we're gonna do our best, and we're gonna battle as hard as we can, and you know, we're gonna pull out the dub. And you know, we knew that Fredericksburg didn't have their outside with them, but you know, we just came out swinging. We came out on fire. We came out intense. We came out just we're not gonna roll over. Just flat out get after it.
What 3 sets went down 25-21, 25-18, and 25-22 to take 1-0 lead in the district. Way to kick off the district. Nice move.
Yes. Well, I want to throw in there the girls' hard work this week. I know we've had a roller coaster season, and we had a really good conversation on Wednesday prior to our Friday night match about a clean slate. And that this record is a new record, and it starts off 0-0 with the district record, because that's the record that matters. And it was a really good, heartfelt conversation. We watched some film. We had you know, good breakdown of film the next 2 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we had some really good practices as well on Wednesday, Thursday. And I think that we got our minds right, we got our hearts right, and you know, we got the team right, and we went out there and just
took care of business.
Yes, took care of business.
Well, I'm sure they came into town thinking they would probably get one over on Canyon Lake, but they walked out of here hanging their heads a little low on 0-1 in the district. Now, Coach Malone, I know you played Fredericksburg, correct?
Years ago.
Years ago, back in Jurassic era, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
So looking for a little revenge maybe when you're playing years. How did you feel when you saw Fredericksburg coming in this time as a coach?
I mean, I think the girls had the same intensity we had years ago. You are after the win, you're after playing hard, and no regrets on the court. So, and I think that's how they played.
It's got to be good to get one on Fredericksburg right out of the gate.
Yes.
Got to be. So let's talk about the game just a little bit. I know Hannah Harrison back here, she had 15. I'm sorry. Hannah had 7 kills and 10 assists. I have that right? Big game for the junior Miss Harrison. Talk a little bit about your junior ace over here.
Well, so Hannah has been very, very cooperative and just willing to do whatever we need her to do. Like I said, throughout the season, we've had various, changes in our lineup and stuff just due to random things that occurred this 2020 COVID season. And she's really stepped up to the plate. She has, we kind of nicknamed her Hannah Hammer or Hammer Hannah with the arm, because she can put the ball down. She can put the ball away. And, and again, she's always someone that's willing to do whatever and anything it takes, and willing to get out of her comfort zone for the team. And she's really stepped it up this year and just keeps getting better and better as the year goes on.
Well, good deal. Big game for Hannah Harrison. Back here in the fist bump, back here in the middle, the only senior on the bench is back here. Everybody knows Miss Cox. How about Miss Cox with her performance in Fredericksburg Friday night?
Can I go?
Sure.
I'll start off.
You're the head coach.
I mean, I always get my way. No, I'm kidding. No, KT has been, and again, another player that has stepped up and playing another position, filling in for other players throughout the season. And I mean, her game has improved as well, especially since her she just keeps improving and improving and improving. And this year, she's been lights out. Her defense and her serve receive has improved, and it's amazing the numbers she's putting up on her stats. Very impressed, very confident in her being on the floor. She's just really has stepped it up, and I've heard her talk a lot more this year than I ever have, knowing her my 8 years here at Canyon Lake, and she's getting more and more vocal as well. And I don't know if it's because senior year and it's like this is it, ride or die, but I love it, and we appreciate it, and it's exciting, and it's fun. So
you're getting a little mouthy, are you?
I love it that she's opening her mouth. I love it.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yes.
Over here to my right, Emily Pena, she's a sophomore, and a lot of people don't know her, but the people within the Canyon Lake volleyball and sports world certainly do. Talk a little bit about your sophomore back here, Coach.
Well, we have a brave sophomore back here, putting up with all of us, learning the ropes, and she's stepped right into the fire and has been taking control. Not afraid to get her hands dirty, not afraid to say what's on her mind, and she's definitely putting it out there as well on the skills and leadership skills and stuff like that. She's growing, and yes, we get 2 more years with her to grow. Appreciate that. And we look forward to that. But she's learned a lot in this 1 year, just being thrown into the fire as a sophomore on varsity, and getting that playing time and having to make those adjustments and learn what that all entails.
Yeah.
So we're very proud of her as well.
That is great. Somebody who's not here is senior Kaylee Moore. She had 15 digs and 4 aces. I saw some of the video clips, and I think I heard you at one point on the video that I did watch, and I said, was that Cox? Where'd she come from? But no, senior Kaylee Moore had 15 digs and 4 aces. Just the internet's down all over the place here at Canyon Lake High School, I think for the district as well. I had some problems getting on, but we welcome everybody back and staying with us. We can always go back to watch us on YouTube, and we'll have it posted tonight. It'll be segmented together. Darren will put it together and use some of that white out and some scissors and some tape, and he'll have a giant reel. We can go back, and it'll be seamless on the replay. So this is our 133rd broadcast in 5 years at Canyon Lake High School. Some said it would never last, but we've made it. And we're now part of the Booster Club, and we are thankful that we're part of the Canyon Lake High School Athletic Booster Club. And they're looking for memberships, and you can join just as little as $30. And since the COVID world has come out, they're looking for people to help step and support and donate and get the Booster Club back on its feet, because we're not the only Booster Club out there who has the same problems. It's across the state. But we welcome everybody back here tonight, and I'm Corey Martelli. Darren Sturgeon's over here producing the show, and apparently what is a meteor shower has occurred here within Central Texas, but it'll all be lined out. We apologize deeply for that. So going into the district, we talked about that before the break. Go into the district and tell us who's in the district and how it's only one team's not going to make the playoffs.
Okay, so in our district, we had a realignment this year back in February, and so all the districts across the state of Texas were placed in a new alignment of districts, and ours happens to fall. I mean, usually the usual characters we see every 2 years, but we have Wimberley again, Bandera, Bernie, and Fred. We ended up losing Llano. They dropped down to 2A, and we ended up picking up Comal ISD Davenport, high school number 4. However, Davenport is not competing at the varsity level in volleyball and football, but they will be competing at the varsity level in men's and women's basketball, baseball, softball. I'm not 100% sure on soccer. and other sports. I think the individual sports they're able to compete at the varsity level because they do have juniors on their campus.
Okay.
So yes, only volleyball and football. There's no varsity team, so that puts us at 5 teams. So we don't play ourselves. So 8 district games, and 1 possible team won't make the playoffs this year instead of 2.
And so looking at the district, you've obviously Canyon Lake's always in the mix of letting into that district house. So is Wimberley and Bernie and Fredericksburg. So it's a huge battle. I know Bandera's tough. I'm not excluding Bandera.
No, because they're scrappy too.
Exactly there. So it's a free-for-all for district this year. Am I wrong?
I mean, our district is one of the toughest 4A districts, especially in this area. Just all around, we have several schools from our district that make it pretty far in the playoffs. At least past the first round, second, third, fourth round deep regional tournaments sometimes. So, now that we're back in Region 4, we've been in Region 4, but our Region 4 has shifted a little bit with our playoff contenders. So it'll be interesting to see how playoffs roll out, but we got to get there first. Absolutely. So 1 game at a time. 1 game at a time.
So
yes,
we have to go to Bernie, and then Wimberley's going to come here. So at the other second game, it'll be juxtaposed over to where we'll be on the road and back.
Right.
So those are huge games.
Yes.
Is there any advantage to that? Would you rather be playing some, a tougher team here, there in the beginning of the season, or not?
I just like to play. I don't really care because we're gonna have to play there eventually, and we're gonna have to play at our place eventually. And so, either way, I mean, obviously, home court advantage. Just the comfortableness of practicing in your own gym, being in your own gym, having your student section there and your fans there, and on the road sometimes that can get difficult, like on a Tuesday night in Bandera or something. But I mean, I just like to play. I don't think too much into that. I got other things to think about besides location. I just want to go play. I want to go play and win some volleyball games.
And you're lucky to play with COVID out there. You never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And we count our blessings every time we start to get frustrated about something. We think about how this really could be if it were to get out of hand.
Right.
And so we are thankful that we are suited out and playing and on the road and at home and enjoying every minute of it. So,
well, that's good. I asked this next question of any sport that we do, and I'm going to put it out to you guys, coaches first, and then the players can think about. Is there anybody that you thought at the beginning of the season, I wonder if she's going to be able to step up to where we think we need her? Who would that be? Or somebody who just came out of nowhere and went,
well, I think overall, and given the situation for the season, usually this year is unique in the sense that, because in a normal season we have tournaments, right? We have tournaments. We didn't have tournaments this year, and usually tournaments are my time to get everybody in, get that playing time, and then once tournament season ends, we start kind of getting solidified with the lineup. And this year, that's not the case. There's no tournaments. People are getting quarantined at different times. We haven't had our whole team since school started until Friday. And
Fredericksburg felt it.
And the thing is that everyone has to be ready, and anyone can be quarantined at any time. And we are only as strong as our weakest link. And if people don't step up to the challenge and don't get that experience in, again, we are only as strong as our weakest link. So everyone has to be ready because we don't know who's going to be the next person to sit out.
Right.
It is what it is. And we're making adjustments where we can to help minimize those potential quarantines and things like that. But again, we just have to be prepared.
Gotcha. Let me ask the team back here. Is there any one player that's just really come from here to there that you didn't think, or maybe you thought had it in him, but really just come out and went wham, and everybody went, wow, she's playing off the charts? Is there that one player, maybe two?
I got one.
Okay.
Okay, so Lily Sanders for me this year. We lost our middle early on, and Lily Sanders stepped in, and I mean completely. She has started wiping the floor with everyone, with her middles, running fast plays, running plays that we didn't know that she could play, and it's really awesome to see that growth and to see her really step up and put some balls down.
Yep, agreed.
That's good. It's good to hear from the players that they recognize that.
Yeah.
That's kudos to you for recognizing that. I'm sure that will go a long way as far as the camaraderie in the team goes. But anyway, this is our last segment. We kind of had some malfunctions here a little bit, but any parting words from you ladies tonight? The season's just really started. You're 1-0, going in the district. That's the way you got to paint the wall, right? And so, any final thoughts about going forward?
Gotta stay strong and push through.
Yep. Start strong, stay strong, finish strong.
There we go. Anything from you, Coach Malone?
All out.
All out. And I know these ladies back here will give you all out.
Yes.
Got a handful.
I've seen the numbers.
Yes.
So, well, we thank everybody for coming here tonight. Sorry about the interruptions. We'll have a final product put out on YouTube. Don't forget, Tuesday night.
In Bernie at 6 p.m.
Take down the Greyhounds. Friday night.
Friday night here at the Hawk's Nest. It's going down. Texans are going down. Let's go.
Well, we appreciate everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next week. We'll have some football players on here and a special guest that nobody knows about on Monday except for moi. And we'll bring that person out on Monday and be a little bit of a surprise, I think. But we thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you here at Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of Logs.
Thank you.
We thank y'all for being out there and supporting us, as well as our sponsors, Canyon Lake High School and Comal ISD. Thank you and good night.